this is Mr. Monk. Welcome back to Astroneer. We are going to continue with our adventures. We were talking last time about trying to get off the planet. We've got our smelter going, getting some glass made, getting some aluminum made. We've got a lot of bites to go. We need to get our rocket unlocked, our solid fuel thruster so we can get where we're going, an oxygenator so we have oxygen on the planet. We can make some tethers. We want to have a packager so we can package some stuff when we get there, and we'll also need to have the first drill mod unlocked because we are going to a planet where some of the terrain is a little rougher than here on our home planet of Silva, so we will need to have that particular drill mod unlocked as well. Now, some of the research points we will be able to unlock on the other planet, so we don't have to have the packager unlocked before we go. So we will not worry about having that last 1,000 points for that. Now, one of the things that we can do to help with research, we don't have a whole lot of research items sitting here. And this does take some to unlock, so we will think about whether or not we want to do this. For 1,500, we can put an auto arm out. Now, we're saving up our research. So the question is, do we want to spend that on an auto arm? The benefit of doing that is we can set up here an auto arm for when this goes empty. We can have an auto arm set up to put some research in here for us automatically when we are away from base. So we can start thinking about doing that if we need to get some additional research, because we do need a lot of bites. Now, this nice little pod over here, we can go ahead and open this. So let's do that. That's going to give us, I think that particular pod is 1,050 points. I can't remember off the top of my head for sure, but let's go ahead and get that opened up. So I'm going to come and take this small generator, and we're going to get an organic. Okay, turn that off. And we are going to come over here. This particular type of research pod has a charge setting on it. So it doesn't take a certain amount of power. It's charging up until it unlocks. So we only need this one generator. We're going to turn it on, and it's going to take a minute to unlock. See how it's charging up? I'm going to hold here so I can turn the generator off as soon as it's done, so we do not waste our nice generator. Get over here on the tether line. Now, these you can, of course, unlock automatically, but we are going to put in our research chamber when it is ready. Thank you for continued existence. We have solved an exodynamic research pod. Okay, so you can hold to scan like those things we see on the plant. You will get significantly more points if you put it in one of these research chambers. So we are going to hang on to that. Alright, so we need research. We've got 1897. Alright, so I'm going to put this down. We also need to worry about power. And that's something else that we can consider going ahead and using some points on to make power if we're having trouble finding it. Let's see, small generator. What is this? Oh, right. Power cell, small solar, which requires a copper. We don't have a lot of copper, but we can probably find another couple of pieces in the mountains. It's only 500 points. And this is, of course, it only works in the day, but the wind power we have only works when the wind blows, so it would kind of give us some other options. And we're in an area where, we're not getting blocked by mountains. We're not at the North or South Pole where we don't get a lot of sun, so this would help us get some good power. And put this in here, and you can see if we examine it, 1350. So that's going to help us out a lot with our research. And we could also unlock the small wind turbine, which gives us, it's only 500 points, and it only requires glass, which we have a lot of quartz, so we could easily make that. Both of them only give you a little bit of power, but it gives you power. Again, the wind turbine only works when the wind blows, so, you know, it's intermittent power. So we can think about that as we're going around if we want to spend 500 points doing that. Early on, research is a little questionable as to what you're going to do. I think maybe the auto arm we'll do when we get back from the next planet. Well, we'll be able to start getting some high-level research, so the research won't be as difficult to do. Alright, so we need to, let's see, we have 2 full soil canisters. That means we are going to go ahead and use our soil centrifuge. And one of the things we need is the, grab these. We are going to need the next drill mod, and that requires ceramic. As well as, I believe, is it the oxygenator that requires ceramic? Let's find out. So an oxygenator requires ceramic as well. So we are going to need some ceramic, which is clay. So I'm going to put this storage here. Oh, for some reason we have cave music going on. Alright, we are going to make some clay from our soil centrifuge. Okay, that's going. We're going to need a lot more aluminum. So we are going to head westward where our cave is, and we're going to go get a whole bunch more aluminum. Fill up our soil canisters. Alright, here we go. So as I'm collecting some resources for our trip, I am going to be getting, I'm going to be down here, I'm going to be popping our little research things here. Okay, now I think I was kind of digging, oops, stuck on some stuff. I was digging over here a little bit for the aluminum. Didn't I have a little pathway over here? I thought I did. Okay. Alright. I'm going to be filling up our soil canisters, and as our soil canisters get full, I'm going to be making some of the resources that we need for our trip as well. This is getting a little scary. We may need to go and find another aluminum deposit somewhere. So we may want to be going down to the next level. And I'm starting to run out of oxygen. Yeah, it's definitely time to go find another aluminum deposit. There's still some aluminum over here you can kind of go after. I do not want to bother the floor of my cave because I've got a good woo! More than 150 research bytes per second. Oh, wow. We must have gotten power from somewhere. Let's see. Come around. Here we go. Alright. Get this research. And then grab the... Well, yeah, I'm going to leave those because we're going to want tether bundles. Might as well leave those there. Alright, here we go. Up to the surface. And I have 2 full canisters. So I can do more of the soil centrifuge. Okay. So next on our list, we are going to take this. Whoops. Not what I wanted. I wanted the whole storage. Thank you. There we go. Add on these. No, not you. Suddenly my backpack is being a little fussy. Okay. There were 2 more slots there. Do this. Yes, backpack. I am looking at you for being fussy. There we go. That should keep this from being too much. Oh, well, actually, let me do this. The centrifuge now with a new automation update will just stop in process, it's not going to dump everything everywhere, which is nice. Okay, one of the other things we're going to need 2 graphite on the planet we're going to, so I'm going to make those 2. Oh, how did I do that? Bizarre. I hit the cable somehow. Okay. Give my other canister back. So that's going to make the 2 graphite that we're going to want. And I want a clay for... Okay, I'm going to bring this over here because we're going to need to use it for building stuff. Okay. And wow, it's so slow. Okay, where are we on bites? 2618. What do we want to get first? I say we get the oxygen tanks first. I know a lot of people don't go for the oxygen tanks real early on. I do. One, I tend to die. I just wander around so much. I get used to how far I can go off tether with 2 oxygen tanks. So it's just good for me early on to get my 2 extra oxygen tanks. Put that there. There we go. Fill those up. That lets me wander around a little bit more without being right next to tethers. And we were talking about heading down to another level and getting some more aluminum. We might find some other secondary spot or deposits of resources as well. So we might find some good spots of resin and compound somewhere underground that would be good for oxygen filters. Tether. There we go. Did we already go down to a 2nd level? I don't really remember doing that. Oh, I want the research though. Every little bit of research helps. Okay. Let me go past here. So we had our zinc. Sphalerite becomes zinc. We had our quartz to glass over here. Some more research. I don't think we went. Well, okay. I'll take these, actually. And I think this was, yep, this was compound. So we grab a couple more compound. And then we will go, because I need some dirt for getting down to the next level, to make a ramp. Okay, let's come over here. And what we will do is we're going to dig here because we might actually be able to sort of get some more aluminum as we go down. And actually kind of, you know, make it so that we can grab some aluminum as well once this... Oh, watch it, Astroneer. What are you doing? Oh, that was too steep. Alright, little Astroneer, don't make that ramp so steep. Silly guy. Okay. Let's try. Alright. Finding a good angle sometimes can be tricky. Alright. And it's often a little trickier on console than it would be on computer controls. Let's see. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to find a good aluminum deposit on the next level. We could probably find another good aluminum deposit on this first level as well. Aluminum is pretty plentiful on the first level of the caves. But I do tend to find more of them as I go a little deeper. It's starting to look like, okay. I was afraid maybe I'd ended up in one of the walls. Sometimes you can end up in some of those walls of the cave. That did not connect. And when that happens, you can actually miss levels of the caves, and it can take you forever to find a cave floor. Here we go. Ran out of tethers. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna... Well, okay then. Let's meet with this floor. Be a little easier. Oops. I hate when I do that. I do that a lot with my gun. I'm going to actually pop some of these pop corals because they'll often give you little pieces of research. I mean, if you leave the pop corals alone, they'll leave you alone, basically. But they can give you little pieces of research. So I'm going to go ahead and pop them. Dig up a hazard. Oh, apparently I haven't dug up a hazard yet. Wow. I thought we would have done that by now. Oh, this guy's stuck in my ramp, so he's going to stay. I'm not going to mess with him. Alrighty. So here's a bunch of the pop coral. So I'm going to pop them. And see these little things they leave behind? They're little research samples. So you can see they're giving me, you know, between 25 and 35 research points. So you can pop these guys and basically just get little one-time... Oh, I'm going to take the pop coral seed. There is an achievement for planting certain seeds, and I can't remember which ones you need. We can always look them up later to get that achievement, because we are going to go for all the achievements, guys. We're going to get them. Yeah, we are. So I'll get these. So we'll probably start going ahead and popping all the pop coral we can as we go through the cave, just because that'll be a quick way to get some research right away. And I see laterite right over there. So we are in luck. Alright, I'm going to build a bridge over that way. And there's a lot of pop coral on the way. We'll clean up the holes in a minute. So it's all nice and flat for us. You just don't want to get too close to the pop coral, because as it explodes, it can injure you. You'll probably be okay for the most part, as long as it's only one pop coral. But you really don't want to get hurt exploding them, so just stand back and it's fine. Later on, there will be some hazardous plants that can hurt you. There is, on this planet, a plant that can really hurt you. It's a meanie. It's a green plant that spits icky stuff at you. Kind of farts at you. So we definitely want to take care of those before we get too close to them. But see, here we have a nice... oh, and there's some research right there. We have a nice laterite deposit and some nice research to go with it. How nice is that? Alright, we're going to kind of do this. Alright, I'm going to grab that last one. So before we start gathering our laterite, we've got some stuff. Ooh, and another one. Nice. We can take that up with us. I'll pop these guys. Get that. Okay. So I'm going to take research up. And I've got a seed, and I've got a couple other little pieces of research. So this will help quite a bit. with our researching to get us off the planet, because each of these green blocks are probably going to be a little over 500 bytes, so that'll be 1,000. The little flower things I pulled off, you know, they give us like 15 to 30. If you put those in your research chamber, they actually give you a little more. It'll probably be close to 50 or 60 research that they give you. So they do give you a little bit more if you put them in your research chamber, and that's where you could take an auto arm and set it up. It'll actually take these little things off, so you can actually collect a bunch of them. So I'll probably, as we have the big research things, of course they give you a lot more. So we'll put those in. Am I going the right way? Yes. And we'll put the little ones to the side for doing some auto research. Oh, what about that for perfect timing? Awesome. So let's see. This is worth 565. So that's really nice. I'm going to put these kind of, well, over to the side here. And if we run out of the big ones, we'll use those. And otherwise, we're just going to kind of stick the seed over here. We're not going to plant it right now. We'll pick a place for a garden. We will end up putting these on a storage at some point. Okay, we have full canisters, so we are going to make ammonium. It takes 2 canisters for ammonium, and we're going to want 2 of these. So now we have ammonium building, and that is going to do us for this episode of Astroneer. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me what you think, and let me know if there's anything, tips and tricks you have for early game, anything that you would suggest, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye!